Welcome! Today we journey into the heart of Norway, a land shaped by ice, time and water. We'll explore Norway's most stunning lakes, nestled among ancient mountains and lush valleys. This isn't just a travel guide, it's an invitation to witness nature's quiet power and breathtaking beauty. Imagine standing by a silent shore, mountain reflections shimmering on the water, the air crisp and pure. We'll visit both the grand and the remote, discovering places of peace and adventure. Let's begin our exploration of Norway's liquid jewels. Our journey begins at Lake Mjøsa, Norway's largest and most storied lake, a shimmering expanse so immense that its far shore dissolves into the misty horizon. This is a place where the sky and water seem to merge, creating a sense of endless possibility and quiet wonder. Mjøsa's deep blue waters are like a living mirror, reflecting the ever-changing moods of the sky above. Sometimes the surface is broken only by the gentle wake of a passing boat or the sudden leap of a fish, sending ripples across the calm. The air here is crisp and invigorating, scented with pine needles and the cool freshness that rises from deep, ancient waters. Every breath feels like a renewal, a reminder of the purity of this northern landscape. Life along Mjøsa's shores moves at a gentle pace. Rolling green hills cradle historic farms, and small towns like Gjøvik, Hamar and Lillehammer are scattered like jewels along the water's edge. Here, tradition and nature exist in harmony, shaping daily life. The legendary Skibladner steamship, known as the White Swan of Mjøsa, still glides gracefully across the lake. This historic paddle steamer has carried generations of travelers, connecting communities and keeping the spirit of the past alive on these waters. As evening falls, the sky above Mjøsa ignites in a breathtaking display of orange, pink and purple. The colors spill across the water's surface, painting a silent spectacle that feels both intimate and infinite, a nightly reminder of nature's artistry. Mjøsa invites you to wander its shores, to discover hidden coves where the world feels far away, and to stroll through green fields that roll gently down to the water. Here, you can lose yourself in the tranquil vastness, letting your thoughts drift with the breeze. The lake's calm is profound, offering a sense of perspective that is rare in our busy world. In the stillness, you are reminded of nature's enduring power and the quiet strength that comes from simply being present. On misty mornings, as the first light breaks through the fog, Mjøsa's majesty is revealed anew. Each dawn is a daily unveiling, a gentle promise that beauty can be found in the simplest moments. The communities that line the lake are deeply connected to its waters. People here fish, boat, and gather along the shore, drawing inspiration and sustenance from the lake's presence. It is both a source of livelihood and a wellspring of stories. Mjøsa's beauty is subtle and pastoral, not dramatic or wild. Its appeal lies in its serenity, its gentle rhythms, and its deep connection to Norway's heartland, a landscape shaped by centuries of quiet coexistence between people and nature. Listen closely, and you'll hear the lake whispering, inviting you to slow down, to listen to its ancient stories carried on the wind and water, and to find peace in its timeless embrace. Standing on these storied shores, you feel the weight and wonder of time itself. Lake Mjøsa has endured for millennia, witnessing the changing seasons and the lives of countless generations. It will remain steadfast and serene for millennia more. To visit Mjøsa is to connect with something enduring and grounding, a place where you can find profound peace and where the worries of the world seem to melt away in the gentle light. Here, the rhythms of nature invite you to pause, reflect, and simply be. In the presence of this gentle giant, you are reminded that sometimes the greatest beauty is found in stillness and simplicity. From Mjøsa, we move to Oslo's edge, where Lake Sognsvann offers a peaceful escape from city life. Surrounded by dense forest, Sognsvann is a sanctuary where the city's noise fades into birdsong and rustling leaves. The path around the lake is alive with runners, families and friends, Oslo's community at play. The water reflects the sky and trees, creating a perfect, tranquil mirror. In summer, people swim and picnic. In autumn, the forest blazes with color. In winter, the lake becomes a playground for skaters and skiers. Sognsvann is easily reached by metro, blending urban life with nature, a core part of Norwegian living. A walk here is meditation. Each step melts away stress. Each breath restores balance. Sognsvann is more than a lake. It's Oslo's vital organ, a place for recreation, community, and quiet reflection. Nature is not a distant escape, but a daily presence. Sometimes the most profound beauty is just a short journey away. Deep in the heart of western Norway's fjordlands lies Lake Lovatnet, a place of almost unreal beauty, where nature's artistry is on full display. Here the landscape feels untouched by time, as if it has been preserved in a dream. The water glows a mesmerizing emerald green, colored by fine glacial clay suspended in its depths. This unique hue is the result of ancient glaciers grinding rock into powder, which is carried by streams into the lake, giving it a magical, almost otherworldly appearance. Towering mountains rise straight from the shore, their sheer cliffs streaked with countless waterfalls, each one fed by the slow melt of ancient glaciers high above. The sound of rushing water echoes through the valley, a constant reminder of the forces that shaped this land over millennia. Standing at Lovatnet's edge, you feel a profound sense of awe. Nature's power and scale are overwhelming, yet there's a deep tranquility here. The air is crisp and fresh, filled with the scent of pine and wildflowers, and the silence is broken only by the distant call of birds. Yet this valley holds a tragic history. In the early 20th century, massive rockfalls thundered down these cliffs, sending enormous waves across the lake. Entire villages were swept away, lives were lost, and the land itself was forever changed by these catastrophic events. Today, quiet memorials stand as reminders of nature's unpredictable force, but the valley is vibrant and alive once more. Wildflowers bloom in a riot of color, and slender birch trees cling to the slopes, their leaves shimmering in the breeze. Life has returned, resilient and beautiful. Paddle a kayak onto the lake and you'll find yourself surrounded by mountains that seem to close in, their reflections swirling in the milky emerald water. Every stroke brings you deeper into the heart of this wild landscape where solitude and wonder go hand in hand. The light here is ever-changing, shifting constantly as clouds drift overhead. One moment the scene glows with golden brilliance, the next it's transformed into a moody, dramatic tableau as shadows race across the water and mountains. Lovatnet's vivid colours, soaring cliffs and tumbling waterfalls are unforgettable, a living memory of Norway's wild heart etched into the landscape for all who visit to witness. The journey along the lakeshore leads you deeper into the valley, towards the distant glaciers that feed the emerald water. Each step reveals new vistas, from hidden coves to sweeping views of ice and stone. Lovatnet is not just seen, but felt, a place that humbles and inspires, connecting you to the raw bones of the earth and reminding you of the enduring power and beauty of the natural world. In the heart of Folgefonna National Park, a magical hike beckons, leading explorers through Norway's wild beauty to the hidden gem of Lake Bondhusvatnet. This glacial jewel, nestled deep within ancient forests and dramatic mountains, feels like a secret world waiting to be discovered. The trail traces the path of a rushing turquoise river, its waters born from ancient ice. As you walk, the river's song echoes through mossy forests, winding past boulders that have stood for centuries, silent witnesses to the passage of time. The air here is crisp and invigorating, filled with the scent of pine and the cool mist rising from the river. Every breath feels pure, charged with the energy of the glacier above, and the water sparkles with a life all its own. Suddenly, the forest opens up. The trees part, and before you lies the lake, a pale turquoise mirror, perfectly reflecting the dark forest and the rugged grey mountains that surround it. It's a moment that feels almost unreal, as if you've stepped into a dream. At the far end of the lake, the Bondhusbreen Glacier hangs suspended between towering peaks, its icy mass gleaming in the northern light. Waterfalls tumble from its base, feeding the lake with fresh glacial meltwater and creating a symphony of sound. Here, you can witness the water cycle in its most dramatic and beautiful form. Glacier, river, and lake all visible in a single breathtaking panorama. It's a living lesson in nature's power and artistry. Find a quiet rock by the lakeshore, sit down and listen. The distant rumble of shifting ice echoes across the water, mingling with the gentle lapping of waves. In this deep silence, you can feel the ancient spirit of the land. The hike itself is accessible to most, making this extraordinary place open to anyone with a sense of adventure. The reward is immense, a memory of impossible beauty, a landscape that lingers in your mind long after you leave. For those who crave more, the trail continues, climbing higher towards the glacier itself. Up close, the ice reveals its true scale and power, a reminder of nature's raw force and the slow, patient work of time. Bontusvatnet may be small compared to Norway's great fjords, but its magic is entirely its own, a dreamlike landscape where ice, water and time converge, leaving every visitor changed by its quiet wonder. Our final stop is Lake Rosvatnet in Norway's far north, a realm of solitude and untouched wilderness. Rosvatnet's appeal is its remoteness. The landscape is stark, with open moorland and low mountains stretching to the horizon. Here, silence reigns. You may stand for hours, hearing only wind and the call of a distant bird. The lake's deep blue waters reflect the sky so perfectly, the boundary between earth and air disappears. Dotted with islands, Rosvatnet is a haven for adventurers, anglers, and those seeking true escape. Camp on a remote shore and under a sky ablaze with stars or the northern lights, feel the immensity of the wild. This is the domain of reindeer and moose, a place where nature is still in charge. The indigenous Sami people have lived here for centuries, their culture woven into the land. Rosvatnet's beauty is subtle, a slow burn that seeps into your soul, a sanctuary for those who yearn for wilderness. Our journey through Norway's lakes ends here, but your adventure is just beginning, ready to unfold with every step you take. From Mjøsa's gentle vastness to Rosvatnet's wild solitude, these landscapes offer peace, wonder, and endless inspiration for every traveler. I hope you're inspired to explore these places yourself, stand on their shores, breathe the pure air, and let the tranquility truly wash over you. The world is full of wonder, waiting for you to discover it and create your own unforgettable memories. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this journey, consider subscribing for more adventures and stories from around the world. Until next time, travel safely and always stay curious.